Okay people, welcome back to another Fwoosh review. Today I'm taking a look at the Hasbro Marvel Legends Legendary Riders Wolverine. I forgot the name of it there for a second. Now I know this is kind of an older piece by now. I've even had it in my stack for a couple weeks. But after being excited about it and stuff, when I got it in hand, I kind of looked at it and thought, oh, what's with those heads? Seeing it in person is a whole different deal than seeing it in promotional pics and such. Now looking at the package, I haven't gotten the Ghost Rider or the Black Widow yet. This is my first Legendary Riders figure, so this is my first look. It's essentially the same Marvel Legends package, just widened really far to fit a motorcycle in there and then Logan. On the side we get this cool comic book shot of civilian Logan on the motorcycle. On the back, pretty promotional shots, a little bit glossy, a little bit prototypey, but it gives you a good idea of what they were going for originally anyway. Got a bio of Logan and I guess the motorcycle really. Down here's the warnings, the unreadables, probably says something like not an actual working motorcycle. On the other side, same picture. Top just have this long window across it. I've been told that's to get better lighting. When it's on store shelves, the light comes in from the top, gives you a better idea of what's inside the package. On the bottom, more unreadables, some legalese, some addresses. But I'm gonna get this out of the package and see if Wolverine's claws are actually straight. Okay, just a little bit of assembly required. There's a clip right there. You just plug in right there. Then you have the other saddlebag that, oh, that was held on by that. Let's cut that out of there. Plug the saddlebag onto there. And these are rubbery, so that's pretty cool. There's a long peg on this side. There's not one on this side. And at first I thought, that's a weird foot pedal. But this goes into this saddlebag. That makes a good solid connection for that side. And then there's a peg on this saddlebag that you plug into right there. And then this saddlebag just kind of hangs, I guess. But that's more solid than I thought it would be. These pegs back here, I'm not quite sure if this is reused from the Ghost Rider, but there's pegs right here too. That seems like it would have been better for those to plug into, but that's okay. That'll work. And there we go, all out of the package, and I'm pretty happy with this. Looking at the sculpt on the body, and for some reason the camera's blowing out all this white, if you look closely, or if I let you look closely, you can see that it has a t-shirt texture on it, just lines straight up and down. And then the shirt itself is sculpted onto the torso. So I think, I'm pretty sure this is a new torso altogether with this shirt sculpt on it. But reuse from the waist down from Old Man Logan, and then the arms are reused from the brown costume Wolverine. And it's the same thing with the pants. It has a nice denim texture on it. It's kind of a cross-hatching. The wrinkles on it are nice. The seam coming up the side. The cowboy boots, actually, now that I look at it, they're not like Old Man Logan. These boots are smooth on top. Old Man Logan has that classic boot design on the top of his. The arm hairs are painted. It's cool that they did it here. And then it's back to the Old Man Logan hands. Coming out of the package, you can see the claws on this side. They need some work. On this side, I'm okay with this. It's kind of that old school spread out look. I'm pretty good with that, somewhere between there and about here. But looking at the head, in promotional pictures, like I said, I was pretty good with it. Seeing it in person, it's a bit cartoony. The eyes are really spread apart. The eyebrows are out of control. For the hair, they were going for that motorcycle look. It's flowing back. And then where's the rest of his skull? So I feel like they did the hair first and then reversed engineered the head into it. I don't know, it's not terrible. I guess you won't notice it if he's zooming by on a motorcycle. It just looks animated, I guess you could say. For articulation, there's a ball going up to the head with a hinge in the neck, so he can look all the way down. He's got pretty good up, some tilt to it, and then swivel. Hinge and swivel at the shoulder. The right is pretty stiff, but it comes up to 90, swivels around. Rotation at the bicep. Double elbow with the big bicep, doesn't come all the way up, but most of the way. Hinge at the wrist, rotation. Hinge at the torso, good crunch, arcs back, swivel at the waist. Ball going out to the hip, all the way forward, back a little bit, out, swivel at the thigh. Double knee comes up about that far. Hinge at the ankle, the pants kind of get in the way, but back, forward, and then forward facing pin for rocker. For accessories, Wolverine comes with two hands. They're shaped to obviously hold the motorcycle handlebars. You just pull the hand out, you put the other hand in, no big deal at all. Pop, pop. And then he comes with this alternate head with the eye patch on. This is, of course, Patch. But to me, when it comes to Patch, I think of a white tuxedo. So having him in the jeans and the cowboy boots and the t-shirt, it doesn't really work. I guess it does work. I'm sure there's a comic with him with the patch in leisure wear somewhere. And then here he's got the more classic sweeping up hair. I think I'm a little bit better with this head because he's not grimacing, the teeth aren't showing, and it's asymmetrical with the eye patch. So it throws my eye off a little bit. eye. And then the final accessory is the motorcycle. It's got sculpted detail on it. I think it's missing a lot of paint. The blue is nice. It's got that swirly twirly plastic. It's a metallic color in itself. It's not paint. So it carries over nicely to the rear fender, the front fender. But for parts that are metal, or should be, I guess, chrome, it's a little bit lackluster. There's not a lot of paint detail separating all this sculpt in here, and then these obvious screw holes on the other side. The tires are rubber. They spin pretty freely. And even though it looks like a kickstand, it's an actual stand, so it keeps up pretty good. It's not going to fall over on you. They did use some clear plastic for the headlight. It adds a little bit of realism to it that is lost in the lack of paint. And overall, it rolls pretty nice. Putting Logan on the motorcycle, not quite as easy as I thought it was going to be. His legs seem a little bit short, which makes sense. He's a short guy. It's not like he got a custom motorcycle that's made for a shorter guy. So he's going to have a little bit of trouble reaching the handlebars and the foot pegs while still maintaining his ass in the seat. But it does look good. I mean, I'm okay with that. Also, his hand doesn't want to really stay around the damn handlebar. There you go. And then, like I said, the saddlebags, rubbery, nice. You can fit, well, I doubt this fits. Oh, well, there you go. You can fit the extra head in there. I kind of like accessories that are useful in the grand scheme of things. For comparison, here he is with the Marvel Legends Black Panther, kind of that standard Bucky cap body. I like that they're finally getting the Marvel Legends Wolverine the right size. He's short, he's stocky. He still looks scary, but you're going to look down at him. Not down on him, just down at him. Here he is with Old Man Logan. Again, they share a lot of parts, and even though they don't share torsos, they're still the same size, so it works in continuity. But speaking of continuity, here he is with the brown costume Marvel Legends Wolverine, which is one of my new favorite figures ever, and you can see that there's a difference in the size of the torsos. Civilian Logan, he's broader, he's got more muscle to it, narrows up a little bit when he puts the costume on. And then, as always, here he is with Gus. I'm the best there is at what I do, bub. Yeah, me too. Laying around the house, making fun of Pete, telling stories that are overly long. Now, like I said, the biggest thing for me here is the Logan head. It just looks a little bit cartoony, but I was able to get this other head off of eBay from forum member I Bet My Man thing. On eBay, he's IBMMT. I think it is. I don't know. I'll have a link down in the description. I'm pretty good with this. Needs a shot of dull coat on here to knock down the shine a little bit, but it makes it look more like he's a short dude. It would still have the same proportions, same skull size as, other characters. So I'm okay with the head just being slightly larger here. Plus the paint job and detail on it, I think he has another option on eBay too where he does the blue in the hair, so that's more comic booky. But I also have this casting cave head that I've had for a while. I usually keep it on the brown Wolverine. It's a little bit smaller, and it needs to be brought down just a little bit, but that also knocks out the cartooniness to it. This one, harder to get. I don't think he offers it much anymore. This one has been popping up on eBay weekly. So at the end of the day, I'm happy to have this on the shelf, or when I find space for vehicles on my shelf. I've always been a sucker for civilian costumes, especially on X-Men. That goes way back to Uncanny X-Men Annual number 11. I remember reading that. I remember thinking, these are actual people. They're not just superheroes. They're not infallible. They have their faults. It made me love the X-Men even more. So getting Logan here, this is what I've been waiting for a while. Now I'm just waiting for that Logan head with the cowboy hat, and even though we'll never get it in toy form from a company, the cigar. That's my Logan. That's what I picture in my head. But this will do me for now. So if you like the review, comment, like, subscribe. I'll catch you on the Fwoosh.